What's going on, y'all? This your boy JB from the Presidential Executive Podcast, and I'm gonna start something new here. It's gonna be called like the executive mindset or executive decisions. And basically, executive decisions or executive mindset. That's making a tough, unpopular, but a necessary decision. And on this first edition here, man, I hate to say it, I hate to do it, but my country cousin, Kwame Brown, man, if anybody has tuned in to the Presidential Executive Podcast, we've had a few episodes where we've have discussed him, and that's my guy. You know what I'm saying? I call him my country cousin, but as far as I know, we're not blood related or anything like that. But I mean, it's possible. He's from the country, he's from the South, South Carolina, Georgia. So I mean, you never know. But from my knowledge, we're not. But lately, he has been having this feud with Gilbert Arenas, and I tapped in here and there just to kind of see what was going on. He clearly had an issue with Gil opening his mouth about him on a Vlad interview, and I actually looked back and looked at some of that Vlad interview, and I necessarily didn't see anything bad or wrong that Kwame said. So fast forward to now, it then got real messy. Gilbert was trolling him on his Instagram, and Kwame, kept going in on him on his podcast, on his YouTube channel and stuff. And, it got real, pretty personal, personal to an extent now. Well, it's no surprise, but Kwame kind of want to put hands on him or lay hands on him, so to speak, for some of the things Gil said or whatnot. But fast forward, what I'm talking about today, Mr. Skinny TV, I think his YouTube channel was called or something, or is called. And, he got them together on, I think it was on StreamYard or something. And I guess they streamed it live to his YouTube page, YouTube channel. And man, like, they went in. It was Gilbert and Kwame together. They just, Kwame basically pulled up on the live and they went at it. It was probably for over an hour. I fast forward through a good portion of it, but then I saw enough of it too to kind of get the gist of it. And my boy Kwame, I can't front. Like, most of the time I'm on his side. I'm with the mamas cooking, you know what I'm saying, all that stuff. But he looked kind of bad he looked bad on this period. He did all this name calling. He kept accusing Gil of over talking him, but in reality, it was the opposite. He wouldn't let Gil get out anything or even deflecting from the questions Gil was asking him. Like, to me, Gil was kind of more classy. You know what I'm saying? He didn't name call or do anything like that, which to Gil's, credit, like I give him that, like, because you don't want no smoke with Kwame because, it's a big size difference, and he'll, what I'm saying, you say the wrong thing, a name call him, he probably gonna come looking for you. But, Gil as a grown man still, he kept it, pretty cool. And Kwame just looked bad, bro. Like, he never really answered the question, or even some of the stuff that Gil was answering to rebuttal on what he was actually saying about him. He was, you just lying, you weak, call him everything, BH, all that stuff, you know what I'm saying, that's really going in on him. And so now, I can't lie, this kind of make me look at Kwame a little different, man. Like, in a sense, like, not saying none of the stuff he did in the past, or he had points of what he was saying about other people, about the industry and all this stuff, but he used too many of those tactics today, man. He used the white boy tactics, the white man letting you do this and letting you say this, and he, winding you up around your back, you know what I'm saying, and not really having a adult conversation with Gil, kind of some of the same stuff he talks about with other people. You can't talk intelligently and, do this and that, and he doing pretty much what he accused other people of doing. You know what I mean? Like, can't really get out anything in the conversation. And even when, Gil basically was like, he obliged, like, look, bro, like, I ain't gonna speak your name. So we good? then Kwame just kept it going. You know what I'm saying? Like he just couldn't let it be. Like he trying to keep up this whole thing with him and on his internet and his YouTube channel or something, just be having some beef when, Gil just basically like, look, bro, I don't know if you had problems with me. Okay, my bad. I'm not going to even speak on you like that. But from what I'm saying, or maybe I go back and look at some more, but Gil never said anything bad about Kwame until stuff went left with them. And then that's when he started trolling on Instagram and putting on his jersey and stuff and, made a video and stuff about that. But all the stuff in interviews, or even the stuff he did on All the Smoke interview with Matt and Jack, like Gilbert never, you know what I'm saying? He pretty much defended Kwame. He was like, nah, man, it wasn't even like that, da-da-da-da. And then Kwame was on the live with him talking about, I just don't want you speaking on my name, whatever. I don't care whether you think it's nice or not. Like, bro, like, yeah, at least. So you basically trying to tell a grown man, like, even if you have something nice to say or just, try to deflect from the question, don't even say nothing at all. It's like, okay. He seemed, kind of emotional, or what he would call, others feminine and sensitive and over emotional. Like he felt and did all that stuff to him today. And it was like almost like an exposing of Kwame in a sense. You know what I mean? Like it wasn't his best day at all when he was on that live with Gil. And, just want to see what y'all think about that. If you looked at it and you saw it, did you see the same thing? Because, for me, I'm Team Kwame all day. I've been on his side. I was, always big up him. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm thinking he had pretty much like a righteous agenda, especially when it comes to Stephen A. and, a couple others. He stood up for Kyrie and other people like that. So, it was cool, Kwame. I'm like, he doing, he doing his thing. You know what I'm saying? I think he doing having some solid conversations. You know what I'm saying? But now when he got on that live with, on Mr. Skinny TV, it was just a whole nother thing. He looked real. He looked weak on there. You know what I'm saying? And then Mr. Skinny, I don't know if they got a thing going, but he was obviously more biased toward Kwame and not even really, you know what I'm saying, addressing some of the hypocritical stuff that, Kwame was saying, or he was over talking Gil clearly, but he was just, let Kwame talk. Let Kwame, it was just wild. Actually, I was surprised that Gil stayed in there as long as he did, given how biased and everything it was, because he wasn't getting out his points. He wouldn't let him speak and do all that stuff. So leave some comments down below, y'all. See what y'all thought about that, and stay tuned, y'all.